Okay. Well, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? GPS Globehead Subgenius here. Agent Subgenius here. If you could, like and share this, that would be really appreciated because I'm no longer allowed on Facebook for a week, and I don't know how long I'm banned off of my main channel from going live. Flat Earth Subgenius. It was weird because I made that Christian post a couple of days ago, maybe even 3 days ago. I know it was 2 days ago. So it stayed up there for almost 3 days. I simply said, I said, it's funny when you call out these fake ass or these fake Christian flat earthers on their bullshit, and then they turn into vulgar demons that are very non-Christ-like. Listen, I have a personal relationship with the Lord, with the Messiah, with the Jesus, with Yeshua, and he tells me that you're a cunt, okay? And I'm filled with Jesus, and I call you a cunt over and over again. When it's like, well, that's the whole point. I simply said that, are Christian flat earthers capable of making sense, or do they just constantly spout gibberish, nonsensical, parroted, weird, biblical gibberish? And then, and then, um, and then you turn into the vulgar demons that I told you that you turn into. I said, yo, do you guys like always talk gibberish? Like, do you guys like ever make sense or answer things and questions directly? Do you answer questions directly, or do you just always have to start talking about the Lord and weird, vague interpretations, and nonsensical, vague sentences? And I go, yeah, that doesn't really, like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that nonsensical, vague sentence that you just said? I just asked you, what? And you just said more nonsensical bullshit. And then you you start calling me cunt, like a vulgar demon. That's the whole. I just said that. I just said, guys, these Christian flat earthers, they turn into vulgar demons when you call them out on their bullshit, and then they prove their point by going, "No, we don't do that." And now I'm banned off of Facebook for a week, and banned off of my main channel, Flat Earth Subgenius, which was close to 1,500 subscribers, and I was going to do a free book giveaway. When I got to the 1,500 subscriber, I was going to give away free books to some people. I was going to think of an idea, but now I have to do live stream from my backup channel, and I don't know how long my fucking main channel is going to be off. Is it going to be another 3 months? Is it just a week? It's very strange that I was banned off of Facebook for a week, and then suddenly, at the same time, banned off of Facebook, or banned off of YouTube, my main channel. So that's never happened. That's never happened before. If you get banned off of Facebook, what does that have to do with your YouTube? Could someone in the chat room tell me that? Has that ever happened to you, or have you ever heard that happen to anyone? Is your Facebook linked to your YouTube account? How how did why did my YouTube account get terminated, or not terminated? I can't go live right now. I still have my videos, so I didn't get a copyright strike. It didn't tell me about a copyright strike. I didn't get any emails about a copyright strike, but I can't go live on my main channel, and I'm banned off of Facebook at the same time, and that's never happened before. I've been banned off of Facebook fucking dozen times. For a day, for 3 days, for 3 days, for 3 days, for a week, for a week, for a week, for a week. And now I'm banned off of Facebook for a week for calling out the Christian flat earthers. So either, and that happened 2 or 3 days ago. So somebody reported me, because Facebook doesn't take 3 fucking days to it just, you can't even, wait, what? Facebook regulates if you make fun of other people's religions? I make fun of all religions. It's very interesting that Facebook protects the Christians the most. Very interesting. Now my YouTube account is banned at the same fucking time. Can everyone hear me fine? Is everyone, there's about 10 people watching this. Could you guys hear me? Could you press 1 if you can hear me? And if I'm live, so I can actually, before they fucking ban this account too. Fucking. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Aloya Huckfield. Thanks, Steve and Night Angel. And Wobbly Boost. And thanks for sharing it. I'd really appreciate it if you could like and share this. Because I can't go on Facebook to share my fucking Hangouts anymore. To get extra viewers. So now I have to rely on loyal fan base. And loyal, smart, intelligent followers that are good good hunters of information and links. So I have a coffee and an apple next to me. I'm basically naked. That's why I have the video off. I know. You guys would love to see me and my beautiful Indian patch hairy. Alright, I'm not even going to get into that shit. Let me drink some coffee here. I got my tarot card deck next to me. Let's see what the tarot card deck says. That's good that maybe it's good that I'm banned off of Facebook for a week. I really don't give a shit about that. But when I went to go live on my Flat Earth Subgenius channel to go further make fun of the Christians and the fake Christian flat earthers for reporting me and for calling them out, so I was going to go onto Flat Earth Subgenius and then on my YouTube Hangout and then further call them out. So, but that's when you cross the line. You fucking pissed me off when I'm banned off of Facebook for a week, which is one thing. But then I go to vent on my Flat Earth Subgenius YouTube Hangout, and then I'm not allowed to do that. If I would have been banned on my backup channel, my GPS Globehead Subgenius, I would have fucking flipped shit. So I'm going to be extremely disappointed if my YouTube channel, my Flat Earth Subgenius, when my Facebook ban goes away in a week. If I go to sign into my YouTube and it doesn't work, I'm going to be extremely upset and pissed off. Everyone's getting pushed off Facebook and YouTube unless they're talking mainstream shit or truth. Yep, you're exactly right, Wobbly Boost. You're exactly fucking right. Interesting how I called out the fucking fake Christian flat earthers and now I'm banned off of fucking Facebook. And fucking off my main steadily growing Flat Earth Subgenius YouTube account, which was close to 1,400 subscribers, and I was going to do a free book giveaway at 1,500 subscribers. So it's quite fucking annoying. Quite fucking annoying. But it's good. I'm glad I'm off of. I'm glad I'm done with Facebook for a week. I don't have to sign into that every 10, 15 minutes, half hour like I normally do. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I really appreciate you 11 viewers on 11/22/2017. It just passed 11/11. It's 11:40, 11:39 a.m. in Southern California, where I'm at. It's 11:22, so it just passed 11. Actually, it just passed 11:11, November 11th. So 11:11, we just passed 2017. It's 11:22. 11 plus 22 is 33. Pay attention to those numbers. 33. That means there's 11 viewers watching. It was just 11:11 a.m. here, less than half an hour ago. So that's a lot of 11s there. It was just 11:11 a.m. here. It was just 11:11 2017. There was 11 viewers, and actually Charles Manson just died, who was born on 11:11. So I love making all these correlations. It's quite interesting that the government lies about when Charles Manson was born. The government says that Charles Manson was born on, if you go check his Wikipedia page, the government says that Charles Manson was born on November 12th. But in reality, Charles Manson was born on 11/11. You can't Mandela affect me for too long. I'll get out of it. Who do you believe? The government? Like, these people, they believe the government. So you trust NASA and you trust the government. Wow. Dude, I can't help you. You trust NASA and you trust the government. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, God. That's tragic. You trust the government and NASA. Wow. That is embarrassing. Yo, what's up, Antonio? I'm going to hand you a link. There you go. Link sent, Antonio. I know you have a. I know you probably have a lot to say about this topic. Yo, what's up, Ariel F? What's up, Steve? Drinking some coffee here. I'm actually gonna read this. Actually, I'll wait for Antonio to get here. I'll keep continuing to shuffle these cards, and then you guys are gonna have to. Maybe I'll put a. I'm gonna shuffle these cards. Wait for Antonio to get here, and I'm gonna. You're gonna have to trust me. Have I ever fucking? Have I ever cheated on the tarot cards? No. I would never fucking lie to someone off of like a tarot card reading. That's like really low class and pathetic. Oh, I want your tarot card reading to be perfect. No, I really doesn't matter what the fuck it says. It's just a nice little relaxing thing to do. Your life is what you make of it. You can be a miserable cunt, or you can be optimistic. You know, easygoing, laid-back guy. So I shuffle these cards. I completely shuffle these cards, and I'm gonna put them right here in front of me. Take a rip, or actually, yeah, I'm gonna take a bong rip real quick. You know what? I'll read this to you. I'm gonna read this to you. You know what? Antonio, you coming in or what? So, okay. So I'm just gonna pick a card and we'll see what it says, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'm gonna pick it from the middle. Ah, interesting, because I was shuffling the tarot card deck yesterday, and this card came up, and it was called, well, it's called Isolation, and there here, I'll show you it real quick. So this is funny because this is quite relevant, probably. It's going to be very interesting. What's up, Antonio?
Yo, just getting headphones. 1 sec.
Okay. So so I picked the Isolation card, and I saw, it's funny because I was, like I said, I was shuffling, and I saw this card. And I was just thinking about it for a second, and now I picked it today, which is synchronicity. So here goes. So let's see what it says here. What's up, Antonio? Oop, too loud.
Dude, that just blew my freaking eardrums. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of a little bit pissed off, but at least I have my backup channel, and
Yep.
And I'll figure out. I mean, has that ever happened to you where your Facebook got banned, and then because your Facebook was banned, that you're not allowed to go live on YouTube?
No. What has happened to me? No, that's never happened. But what has happened is when I've received a ban on my main channel on the same day that whatever was flagged, my secondary channel was also flagged, so I couldn't stream there either. So,
well, this literally proves my point. Like,
yes, yeah.
Like, that's like the whole point of that post was calling out the fake Christian flat earthers, and I said they turn into vulgar demons when you call them out on their nonsensical bullshit.
Well, it's the same thing with me, Dan. The reason my main channel got gagged for 3 months is that I was calling out a British flat earther, and for being a deceitful, unscrupulous person. And that flat earther flagged it, reported it, whatever, and went scrupulously over to my secondary channel and reported any random video there too. So thanks for proving what I was saying. Same with you. They've just proven what you were saying.
It's just annoying to me because you know, I'm very observant and analytical, and I noticed, like, I mean, dude, I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, my first video was late 2013, and I never gave a shit about subscribers. And when I finally got over 1,000, I was like, oh, cool, I can do that super chat thing, cool. But now it's like, you know what? I would like to do. I see the incorporation of like the giveaway. I like the giveaway idea of if you reach the 1,500 subscriber milestone, you give away you give away like free books and stuff. Like I like that idea. And like then at 2,000, I'll give away more books. 2,500 more books. I think that's a great idea, like just giving away more books.
I love it, dude. I'm hoping that I don't know if you're just going to give books away or if you're going to do some kind of I don't want to say competition, but so make it some kind of reward, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I plan on doing. And that's why I was like, that's the main thing I was thinking about. I'm like, man, my main channel was nice, steadily growing, and now I can't. Now it's all whatever. But whatever. I'll just keep uploading videos, and it'll keep growing regardless. And it's just annoying because freaking, it's like God damn it, these damn fucking Christian flat earthers. It's like, wow, man, you guys are butthurt, dude. Like, it's so weird because like you think you know someone like this. I there's this woman, Sunny Brimstone, and she's been on my hangouts and on my in my chat rooms for years, and all of a sudden, you know, she's like, what do you mean, huh, like what like what do you mean by those fake Christian flat earthers? And I'm like, they just don't make any sense, you know what I mean?
Dan, are we surprised that people who worship a tortured corpse hung up on a cross would behave irrationally? Are we surprised? They literally worship a tortured, an emblem of a tortured dead man. Let's just say that again. They worship an emblem of a tortured dead man, and they say, "Oh no, that's
being nice.
The memory of it." It's
that's actually being nice, in my opinion. I would say a whole I would say I mean, they literally are like a religion of cannibals. They instead of eating the body of Christ and drinking his blood, now they, like they literally used to do. Now they've what do they call it? Sacramented it with the Eucharist, and now they're civilized, sophisticated people because they have a little flat disc cracker, and flat circle disc cracker split into 4 parts, and
symbolizes symbolizes a piece of his flesh. It symbolizes a piece of his flesh. You know, we don't have any flesh to give you, but let's pretend, the laws of transmogrification make this piece of flat cracker bread mean you're eating a bit of his DNA, a bit of his cells, so you can shift it later. By the way, your camera's off. I don't know if you know.
Oh no, I know. I just don't.
All right, I'm putting my camera off.
I'm kind of naked. Let's see here. You know what? I could keep going. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see if I should keep going. Hold on. Do I feel it? Christians. Now, I was just gonna go harder. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna switch it to since I picked the isolation card, I'm gonna read it real quick. So this will be really relevant. Thank you to the 17 viewers. I mean, that's nice of you. I mean, that means that you actually you're good at following links, and you're a devoted, intelligent being. So let's see here. Antonio, could you mute your mic, please? Thank you. So let's see here. This is the isolation card that I picked. And this is going to be very relevant to what happened on Facebook and YouTube. That's everything. Every card I pick is always freaking relevant. And it's probably going to be relevant to what we're talking about. So I'm just going to read it. It says, this is a clouds card. The mind. Clouds the mind. Christianity clouds the mind. So here goes. In our society, men in particular have been taught not to cry, to put a brave face on things when they get hurt and not show that they are in pain. But women can fall into this trap too. And all of us at one time or another might feel that the only way to survive this is to close off our feelings and emotions so we can't be hurt again. If our pain is particularly deep, we might even try to hide it from ourselves. This can make us frozen, rigid, because deep down we know that one small break in the ice will free the hurt and start circulating through us again. The rainbow-colored tears on this person's face hold the key to breaking out of this isolation. The tears, and only the tears, have the power to melt the ice. It's okay to cry. and there's no reason to feel ashamed of your tears. Crying helps us let go of pain, allows us to be gentle with ourselves, and finally helps us to heal. I was actually thinking about that the other day. What was I was watching an incredible animation, and of the horrible parts of society, and I had my eyes started to well up, and I thought about that about not letting go of the tears, and then I'm like, and then I obviously just and I just laugh at it because I think about that a lot, and then I let the tears drop, and then I listened to Jim Leahy. I watched one of my videos or somebody else's videos that I mirrored, Jim Leahy tribute video, and actually it's interesting because he's singing in the back. There's a man singing in the background. It's about Christ, so I'm going to sing it right now, and it's very relevant. And it's about crying, letting the tears go, and this is what I'm reading in the tarot card, and it's he was singing. He goes, where is your Savior? Well, he's not in the clouds. And it's like, and I like to change the words. I like to, ever since I've been younger, I like to sing the lyrics of the songs that I like to listen to, and I just change the words. So I sing, and where is your Savior? Well, he's not here now. So he's not in the clouds. Okay, he's not here now. Where is your Savior? He's not in the clouds, and he's not here now. Okay, so and then I let the tears flow even more after I watched that video, and it's like they just keep coming, and I actually read an article where it said somebody said you should. Oh no, it wasn't an article. It was some woman on Facebook. She used to cry once a day, and I was like, sheesh. I'm like, that's a lot. Crying once. Hey, when's the last time you cried? You know how people ask you that when you're at parties and shit. Hey, when's the last time you cried? I cry every day. It's like, you do? Sheesh. I cry like once every like 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or a year.
And what did she
I cry every.
What did
I cry every day. Wait, what's up, Antonio?
What did she advise was the appropriate amount of crying?
What?
What did she advise as the?
She said once a day.
Oh right, so yeah, you know, when's the last time you cried? Oh, I cry once a day. This morning, before I came to the party.
It's like, are you okay? Like, that's a little much, but I mean, if that's what you need to do, I mean, that's a like. I'm a very emotional person, and I get moved to tears quite randomly. I like to think of myself as a stoic person, but I'll be talking to a stranger, and then suddenly my eyes will well up with tears when I'm listening to the person, or even when I'm talking to the person. And like I'll be listening to the person, and my eyes will well up with tears because of what I'm hearing and like the experience of the conversation, or what I'm saying to them. Like I don't even know what I'm about to say, and then I'm saying it, and I'm getting emotional from even what I'm saying, and so I let that go. I think that's something like Terence McKenna. He taught me that at the end of his life, when he had the tumor on his head, the cancer. He was being interviewed, and and he said that I'll be sitting on a park bench, and he only had about a month to live. And Terence said that he'll be sitting on a park bench, and he'll watch a bug crawl by on the ground, and he'll be moved to tears. And that's happened to me a dozen times. Like I mean, right now, actually, I'm getting emotional right now, thinking about I'll walk and I'll step on an ant or like a bee or something, and I accidentally, and I kill it, and I immediately like start weeping because
that's because you know you've killed the ant and you feel sorry that you've extinguished that ant's life, but really that ant is grateful. It's, oh, thanks man, I was a fucking ant, you know. So they're happy. It's like, thank you, you've liberated me. I can go back now to be some more of what I was before I was an ant.
And I'll have my my roommate, my buddy Sean. He'll bring his friends over, and we'll get into heated conversations about animal consciousness compared to human consciousness. And I'm like, dude, there's no difference between a worm, an ant, or a human. And they just go insane. The guests, his friends, they go completely. And what are you talking about? Like, you're telling me that there's no difference between a human consciousness. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, the human consciousness likes to think and pretend that it's more intelligent because it has language and it likes to. It has concepts of free will. Oh, I have free will and intelligence and consciousness, so that makes me superior to the worm and to the ant. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think. I know that's what you think, because that's what a lot of people think. And then my buddy, Sean, will be like, dude, I can't even invite people over to the house, because like they'll call me up the next day and they'll be like, dude, your roommate, man, like he's arguing that like worms and ants are. I'm not arguing. I'm just I'm like, dude, look at you. You are Earthworm Jim. Look at your arm. Your arm is a worm. Your leg is a worm. You have 2 worm legs and 2 worm arms. You have a worm torso body and a worm head. You're a walking, talking worm. You're Earthworm Jim, the video game. And he's like, dude, and he's like, now you're trying to change the subject. I'm like, no, I'm hitting a nerve, and you're actually thinking of yourself as a walking, talking worm, and it's scaring you right now. And I'm making my point, and I'm shoving it, and I'm shoving it down your throat. We're talking worms in a room, and you're trying to feel superior to the worms on the outside of the room. Do you realize how fucking pathetic that is? Just like Christianity likes to think it's superior to Islam or Judaism, or just like Islam likes to think it's superior to Christianity and Judaism. Same thing. You're the same religion. There's no difference between Christianity and Islam. You like to pretend that there's a difference. There's no fucking difference. I worship Muhammad. Don't draw Muhammad. Don't make fun of him. I got Sierra Law on my side. Go fuck yourself. I got Facebook on my side, so if I make fun of Christians, I'll ban you, so you're not allowed to anymore. Are you kidding me? There's no way you can stop me from anything. The only thing that's going to happen is that I'm going to get better, funnier, and more intelligent. You waste your time, well, not you, but I'm talking to the mob. You waste your time with television and on your phone while you secretly make fun of me for thinking that I'm doing nothing. Oh man, he does nothing. He's really, really good at doing nothing. He's been doing nothing for years. That's weird, because while you're thinking that I'm doing nothing, I've been increasing my intelligence tenfold. While you are thinking that you're doing something because you're working and you're dead. You're a walking dead man. And woman. You have no soul anymore. You have no vitality or constitution. You have no vigor. You have no spirit. Your skin is pale. Your eyes are gray. There's no vibrance or brilliance or brightness coming out of your eyes anymore. There's no sparkle. It's honestly, it's sad to look at you. Like when I look at these people, I sense it. I have they live glasses on permanently. I see reptilians. When I look at human beings, my friends and my family, they're not human. Some are human. Some have souls. Some are very beautiful beings. A lot of people are just walking dead. They're dead people. it's like, wow, I can't even look. If I look at, I can only look at them for like 2 or 3 seconds. Wow, they're dead. They are. And I got to stop like projecting that. Because like the more I look at them for longer, the more that like they smile. It's like they're like, they know that they're dead when they're like, oh shit, this guy knows that I'm a dead reptilian and I have no soul. Fuck. Maybe I should like start to get my soul back. This guy like sees right through me. I don't know how he sees right through me. I have no idea how he sees right through me, but he does, and I can feel it. And his wonderful soul is peering through my soulless body and is actually making me want to have a soul. This life is about getting your soul back. Everyone thinks you're born equal well, everyone technically is born equal, but the circumstances of the culture and the environment and the culture and environment and your own individuality is shaped by the culture and environment. So it's up to you. This goes back to the God and the Jesus and to the Lord and to the Messiah. No, his name is it's spelled Y A H U or Y A H S U A. Is that Yeshua?
YASHUA.
Yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, well, that's one way of spelling it. See, the way I spell it is like this. Here, I'll type it in the. I go Yeshua. Oops, sorry. So if you're gonna spell it, at least spell it correctly. No, it's Yahshua. It's Yahshua ben David. No, it's Yeshua ben David. Well, see, you Christian people, you can't you fake Christian flat earthers, you can't even agree on how you spell his name.
Wait a second. Wait. This is important, because what happens with this level of ignorance, for instance, the flat earthers talking about the Book of Enoch showing shit about the world, which it fucking doesn't. Okay, so there's this absurd level of ignorance. So when flat earthers talk about Jesus, Yeshua, Ben David, they don't understand that Ben David is the name given to somebody who becomes a Jew, not somebody who's a Jew. Somebody that's a Jew is not a Ben David or Ben Adon. Okay, those are names that are given to denote that somebody has become a Jew. That means a Philistine, a non-Jew, has converted to Judaism. His name then becomes Ben David or Ben Adon, which is Ben Adam. That's what happens. So when they say Jesus' name is Jesus Ben David, it's like, no, it fucking isn't, because he was Jewish. Why would he have a Ben David name? Which means some Philistine who has become Jewish. They're just talking shit, and they're so ignorant that this whole what's it called, the Krug effect, the Dunning-Krug effect. Yes, the Dunning-Krug effect is so prevalent in society right now, not just flat earthers. It's incredibly prevalent, you know. So when you have people saying, oh, it's Yeshua Ben David, it's like, stop talking shit.
Like I've been in those conversations. That's why I know. Like, it's like, dude, what's his name? Rob Skiba. He was in a rant the other day on Facebook calling out Brother Sanchez, and he's like, and I just read it, and I'm like, in your whole little rant diatribe there, you said that you admit to being Christian. You're a self-admitted Christian, but then you say you're not religious. Wait a minute. You see, I'm not religious, but I'm in the Church of the Subgenius. So technically, like, but that's that's something that you just don't understand yet, or you do. But that's something that's like Zen. That's like making me a happier, better person. Just like you think that Christianity makes you a better person. But the difference between the Church of the Subgenius and Christianity is that you guys lie. You're liars, and you take money for being proud liars. Now we take the money for being proud, honest people, and we say we're taking we need your money because that's all we got. Otherwise, we're not a true religion. So we need your money, and we also teach you how to make money in the process. Now Christianity doesn't teach you how to make money. Church of the Subgenius teaches you how to make money and get your slack back. Now Rob Skiba is saying in that rant that you're not religious. No, I'm not religious. You're religious. You're a Christian. You're a self-admitted Christian, and you're talking nonsensical garbage. Just like I said.
If he wasn't religious, then when he's discussing the Bible, he would be discussing it from a critical standpoint, which would be critiquing it, saying, well, this is bullshit. Matthew 1:23 says, and the angel said to Mary, you will be bearing the Son of God, and you shall call him Emmanuel. That's what it says. So here's an angel telling you that God is telling you, right, bitch, you carrying my baby, you better call him Emmanuel. And she's like, yeah, right, I'm calling him fucking Jesus. You know, and they just shrug it away. They just, there it is, right in their Bible, it tells them that the name shall be Emmanuel. And right there in the Bible, she's like, well, I've decided to call him Jesus instead.
One of his many names.
Yeah. And this is the thing, though. But this is the thing. The word and the name is Emmanuel, not some other name. And the translation is not Jesus. That's a total invention. The name, the word is Emmanuel. But they don't talk about it. They don't say, this doesn't make sense if there's a fucking formidable angel there telling you you're going to have a child, and God has told me to tell you that you will call it Emmanuel. Not that one of the names that he kind of likes is Emmanuel. You will call him Emmanuel. And she doesn't. Yeah, Emmanuel. And she doesn't call him Emmanuel. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Emmanuel sounds like a black person's name, too.
Don't know. But the point is, you know, it's like, and she didn't. The Bible should go like this. Formidable angel of God told Mary, you're pregnant, even though you've not had sex. Somehow, mysteriously, you're pregnant. You're going to have a child, and God wants you to call him Emmanuel. And she didn't call him Emmanuel. That's what it should say.
Oh, I just remembered what I forgot earlier, and then I forgot it again. Shit.
You'll remember it. Just think of a train, long train. Big long train and a tunnel going there in the distance.
Oh, okay. The Rob Skiba thing.
There you go.
Shit.
Not religious.
Well. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is it, but this is something else that I needed to say anyways. Now, this is a tactic that the globeheads and the fake flat earthers use. So everyone, I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. This is a advanced psychological tactic, manipulative tactic that the narcissist, globeheads, and atheists and fake flat earthers use to trick the truthers, the truth seekers, the truth, you know, the true people in the awakening. This is what they do. They say they have God on their side, and they have the Lord and the Jesus on their side. I have a personal relationship. Do you? Yeah, I do, actually. I got him on speed dial. Now, here's the thing. Actually, I was on Issa's hangout, and there's this guy named Josh Hackett, and sorry, Lewis Hackett, and he's apparently a globe. He was a globalist atheist a month ago, but now I heard him admit to on Isa's hangout yesterday that he's now a globalist God believer. Now like I said, pay attention. This is what they do. So during their lifetime, they're confused. They're clueless monkeys, soulless monkeys. They trying to latch to different paradigms and reality tunnels and ideologies, religions, and so they're globalists. They're globalists, clueless globeheads, and they're atheist. So I'm like, so they're arguing with all these flat earthers and different globeheads who believe in God, and then eventually they go, fuck, these people are like, they can just say that they have a personal relationship with the Lord, the Messiah, Jesus, and you don't. And so he speaks through me. I'm speaking the Lord's words. And so anything you say doesn't matter because I have the Lord on my side, and so I win. And it's like, wait a minute.
You can use humor. You know, I have a personal relationship with Jesus. Do you? Yes, I do. And he told me that you're a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly my point, is what I'm saying. I mean, that's a little harsh, but yeah. So I'm giving you an example. This guy, now last night I was listening, and he's like, I'm actually a God believer. There's a creator. And Issa was like, oh wow, I'm so happy to hear that. Like you were an atheist, a globehead atheist, and now you're a globehead God believer. And so like he felt stupid and stumped, and because he keeps going to all these flat Earth hangouts and keeps reading about what all these flat earthers are doing, and he's doing nothing just except eating popcorn and watching television and jerking off to porn. And they're just stupid, and they don't do anything to increase their intelligence or consciousness or awareness, and they're just lazy slugs with no brains. And then they adopt they're dirty, soulless narcissists. So they go, oh, I know what to do. People will take me more seriously. These flat earthers are not taking me seriously on these hangouts. I know what to do. Now I'll admit that I'm a God believer. See, now I'm a globehead God believer. I've made progress. Everyone give me a round of applause. Come on, guys, give me a round of applause. Now I'm a globehead God believer. See? And then the flat earthers do the same exact thing. I'm not letting the flat earthers off the hook here. That was me. That was giving you a real life example of what happened yesterday. And I called that guy out to his face. Actually, he said he wanted to punch me in the teeth. And then I said, Issa, let me join the link. This guy said he wants to punch me in the teeth. So I joined the link, and by the end of the conversation, he was thanking me for talking with him and for giving him my time. That's an interesting little switcheroo that happened there. But like I said to him, so now I'm a God believer, and now I can trick you, and I can feel more confident in my stance and in my weak position, in my no evidence. See, I don't have any evidence of the globe. When I was an atheist, but I have zero evidence of the globe Earth as an atheist. But now that I'm a God believer, a globehead, now I have evidence of the globe. You see, now I didn't have evidence of the globe of the curve when I was an atheist globehead, but now, since I'm a God believing globehead, now I have the evidence because I believe in God, and He says that my eyes see a curve, and so I win the conversation or the debate. Oh, really? That's not how it works. Oh, I'm a flat earther, and I have Christ on my side. Oh, you did blood over intent? Sheesh. That means that you're a satanic, demonic, and I have the Christ on my side. I speak the Lord. No, you don't. You're as fake as they get. You're fucking clueless. You're fucking clueless. Robert Anton Wilson said, if you think you know what's going on, you're probably full of shit. If you think you know what's going on, you're probably full of shit. Now, I'm going to finish off the isolation card because I only read half of it. Here's the second half. We are miserable because we are too much in the self. What does it mean when I say we are too much in the self? And what exactly happens when we are too much in the self? Either You can be in existence or you can be in the self. Both are not possible together. To be in the self means to be apart, to be separate. To be in the self means to become an island. To be in the self means to draw a boundary line around you. To be in the self means to make a distinction between this I am and this I am not. The definition, the boundary between I and not I is what the self is. The self isolates, and it makes you frozen. You are no longer flowing. And if you are flowing, the self cannot exist. Hence, people have become almost like ice cubes. They don't have any warmth. They don't have any love. Love is warmth, and they are afraid of love. If warmth comes to them, they will start melting, and the boundaries will disappear. In love, the boundaries disappear. In joy, also the boundaries disappear. Because joy is not cold. Oh! This is exactly what I'm doing and being and getting. It's like when you stop wanting to get it, you just have it. It's so fucking paradoxical.
It's the same with women.
It really is. Like when I stopped over a year ago, when I stopped jerking off to pornography, within a week or two, I noticed women were looking at me differently. Like I was like, oh boy, I feel like a rare piece of meat in a lion's den, and it's just hilarious. Actually, the funny part is that that is a huge missing component of the Flat Earth Awakening that a lot of people don't realize is the sexual dynamic and sexual energies that are prevalent and in existence. People, men and women in general, are sexual beings, and there's sexual energies in sexual chemistry and chemicals inside them, whether or not you realize it. And that's a very big thing in the Flat Earth Awakening, is that you have these fake flat earthers who are just same as globeheads. They're just potheads and alcoholics and sex fiends. And this is coming from someone who drinks a fair amount and smokes a shit ton. And yeah, I'm definitely not sexually active, but I understand the mindset of a pothead, and I can understand the mindset of an alcoholic, because I've lived around them, and I've almost become one. But there's a group of these flat earthers who are just, actually it's interesting because these are the fake Christian flat earthers. They're alcoholics. They're fucking potheads. They hide their lives away. They pretend to live a glorious life of Christianity and being one with the Lord. You're a fucking lying, thieving, paranoid fucking. You're a manipulator. It's so easy. I want to go to parties. I want pot. I want alcohol. I want sex. And on to the next. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. More pot, more alcohol, more sex. I don't care what's going on. That's all I want. Well, I'm the guy who lets you all know that. I'm the one saying that to you, making you open up your stupid, sleepy, lazy eyes, and making, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe the flat earthers don't talk about psychedelics enough. Maybe they don't talk about psychedelics enough. Maybe they don't talk about the fake Christians enough. Maybe they don't talk about the sexual energies enough. There's there's flat earthers who that's all they're interested in is doing is fucking you. Well, they become flat earthers so they can fuck more people. You're not a real flat earther. That's all you want to do. Oh, I know what to do. It's an untapped market. I know what to do. I can make money off of music, singing about flat earth. I can get subscribers and beg for money. I can join a religion, and I've made more money for the Church of the Subgenius than I have myself over the past 2 years. Yes, I know that's quite nearly retarded, but it's fun, and I've made hundreds and possibly even close to $1,000. But it's like, that's the whole point I'm trying to say, is that at least I'm being honest. I make more money for other organizations than I have myself. Well, that's your own fault, Dan. That's no shit. That's my conscious decision. I haven't been begging money. I don't beg for fucking money. It's an untapped market. Oh, I can hold conferences. I can sing songs. I can fuck more people. I can take advantage of more people. Don't you realize how simple it is? 23 people watching. Thank you. It's so fucking simple.
I don't know if you've seen this, but there's now an app called FE Love. MGTV has just made a video about it. An app, a dating app, an online dating app called FE Love. Exactly for what you're saying.
Yep. I actually looked at it, and I was gonna download it. I'm like, fuck it. It's gonna be this. Nah. I'm just gonna date myself for a few more years. So I'm gonna go. That was a great rant. I'm gonna drink some water because I need some fucking water here. Ooh, let's see here. Somebody said something about William Reich, and I know where he was going. He's obviously relating it to my sexual energy rant. So hold on a second.
Orgone. Yeah.
That's why they prosecuted and persecuted and threw William and ostracized and exiled William Reich. And that's why they.
One of the people that's been talking about this for a while now is Orphan Red. She's been trying to communicate the idea, which is basically is a foundation for the familist concept. There's the materialist and the communist, or the capitalist, communist, and there was the familist ideal, which was Wilhelm Reich's proposal. If you do the best for your family, and then society progresses, rather than do the best for yourself or do the best for your country, which are the other two versions. Orphan Red has been saying, we have forgotten the importance of intimacy, of love, of sex. We've forgotten that. We have cheapened it. The whole society has made it so that it's almost meaningless, So she's been trying to bring attention to this for a while, but because of the nature of, first, she's a woman doing it, and second, it's a taboo subject, and she's not allowed Christian, everybody's kind of, oh, stop talking about that. Jesus is great.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that actually. I actually have noticed that she's been talking. She's into that sexual. I mean, obviously, she's a woman with big boobs, so you're going to experience that. It's like that's what if I were a woman with big boobs, that's what would happen. You get in, even if you have fucking A-cup boobs, in every single comment, in every single video, you're gonna have guys hitting on you. Like, it just comes out. Even Math Powerland's wife, Katie, on every single fucking hangout that I do, there's just guys constantly hitting on her, and Math doesn't care because his ego is at least his jealousy ego is doesn't give a fuck about that. And Katie, her ego enjoys that. So it's a perfect match for like the math doesn't give a fuck and Katie enjoys it. So it's a perfect and for me I'm like, God, dude, it's like if there were guys just constantly hitting on it's like, dude, I would like I would be like, dude, like shut up. Like don't constantly talk about my wife's beauty. Like it's just I know she's beautiful. That's why I married her. You should stop talking about her and you know that's like it triggers me and I've told Katie that on like guys like you're fucking pathetic like stop it like it's embarrassing she has a husband like holy shit you're it it's just it's so succubusy and incubusy and that's the sexual energy it's like I've met so many people in my life, women. I've met so many women in my life that over the past 7 years that have that's are older and they simply just want to fuck you. They want to use you and fucking. Most people go, "What's wrong with that, Dan? Why don't you just go ahead and do it?" Well, that's I see things differently. I feel things differently. I'm like it's like a succubus. Like I see this like harpy, just a fucking. It's all you care about is just getting off and getting pleasure. Like that's not how. It's fun. You want to get off and get pleasure, go ahead. But like I don't. I want like we've been talking about. I want a connection, intimacy. Yeah, that's important. So I'm gonna read some of these comments real quick. A flat Earth app now. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a death cult disguised as godly. Share this hangout on Facebook. Thanks, Antonio. Laugh once a day, cry once a day. It's been ages since I cried. I can't remember when. Oh, there you go. You know what to do next. I cry once a day. Probably cry once a month. Oh, I laugh once a day. Probably cry once a month. Someone needs to make a flat Earth episode. Okay. Something probably wrong with me. No crime. Yeah, there is, dude. Like, it's really important to get that shit out. That's called suppressing. You're repressing and suppressing your emotions. That means that you'll get like a tumor or a cancer somewhere, or like you'll get in a car accident or fall down the stairs and break your arm. You think that has to do with your clumsiness? No. Dan, are you saying that if you don't cry and release your emotions that you will fall down the stairs suddenly? Yeah, that's called a universal sign. You're supposed to pay attention to these things. Why? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about, Dan? The guy just fell down the stairs. It has nothing to do. No, So you're going to be sitting there with a cast on your foot or your arm, and you're not going to be able to do the things that you normally did, and then you're going to cry. You're going to feel sorry for yourself alone one day in the first week when you have a broken. You go, and the universe is going to make you cry. Understand? Understand? Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's see here. Wobbly boost. I forgot how to cry until the morning. I went flat watching the sun come up. Yeah. When I was at Esalen, the very first night, at night, it was nighttime, and the stars, and I was staring at the Pacific Ocean and the moon, and it was so bright, and I just had tears of joy streaming down my face, and the sulfur healing baths at Esalen. I was just my first night there, just crying tears of joy. It was amazing. Let's see here. Tesla's Apple, I cried yesterday. Peaceful afternoon to you all. I feel my heartache without crying sometimes. Oh yeah, me too. I've been on the very verge of it, Felix says. People are getting to me. Not internet people, but real life people. Yeah, I noticed, Felix. Wow, I need to cry more. Not very often for me, exactly. I don't laugh that much either now that I think about it. Daniel, howdy, lovely. Yeah. Been so long since I cried, forgot what it tasted like. What was it, CrossFit? I am now a professional master class 5 at doing nothing. I laugh myself to tears at the shell antics. It's interesting. I read a lot of I read a lot of different quotes that say when you come across the truth or when you stumble across the truth, it should make you laugh. Like if it doesn't make you laugh or have a good hearty belly laugh, it's not the real truth. And for the past couple of years, few years almost, I remembered that, and I've been listening to things lately. Well, I always listen to things, and I just like last night I've been staying up late for the past couple of nights, till like 7 in the morning for the past couple of nights. I can't really fall asleep, and I've been listening to Terrence and Charles Manson actually, and forgot my point after I said Charles Manson. So I was instantly thinking about people's judgments for me of saying that, and then I instantly forgot my thought. Damn it. What was I talking about before that? Antonio, you know what I was talking about before that? I was talking about
I'm trying to trace back.
Oh, laughing. I got it. And I just like the things that UG Krishnamurti, I think honestly the UG Krishnamurti is one of the final steps a human being can take in the, how like you go through your phases, you got me on my Jordan Peterson phase, like, how you go through your phases. I'm sure I've given you people to go through, rabbit holes, just the same way that you showed me Jordan Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan Peterson and Sasha really enjoys Jordan Peterson too. And just a random note there, it was just flowing through my head. And I really did. I shouldn't do it, but I compared these people. Like I put like Alan Watts, and I compare these people like I compare drugs. Like I put Alan Watts on a certain pedestal, Robert Anton Wilson, Terence McKenna, J.D. Krishnamurti, UG Krishnamurti, all these different people, Tesla and all these different scientists and all these different flat earthers, yourself included, and myself included. I shouldn't, but I have them all on a pedestal, and I do the same thing with drugs like DMT and ayahuasca and psilocybin mushrooms and different power plants like peyote, and I can ibogaine and different things like that, and I compare them, and I shouldn't, but I'm just letting you all know that maybe if I'm saying that, maybe it'll help to stop it and help me to stop doing that. And let's see here. Yes. So I've been listening to UG Krishnamurti, and like I give Terrence McCrae, I give anything that I say and it's somebody else's words, I usually 95% of the time give him credit. I always go, oh, that was Alan Watts, or that was a quote from Terence McKenna or whatever. And UG Krishnamurti, UG Krishnamurti he makes fun of all of the other spiritual people. He calls them all con men. He calls J.D. Krishnamurti and Osho con men, pimps. So like when I first came across UG Krishnamurti, my mind was fucking blown away. When I first came across Alan Watts, my mind was blown away. When I first came across Bashar, for Christ's sake, Daryl Inca, the human being, the medium, and that he channels called Bashar, I was fucking blown away. Robert Anton Wilson, I was blown the fuck away by the words and thoughts and idea of these people. And then J.D. Krishnamurti, learning about him and theosophy and all this other garbage, blown the fuck away. Then I find Osho, and Osho makes fun of J.D. Krishnamurti. I was blown the fuck away. And then I find U.G. Krishnamurti, and he makes fun of Osho and J.D. Krishnamurti. And I'm just like, this isn't fucking credible. I get blown away. These people, I was blown away by all these people, and now you have a person who's making fun of all the people that I was blown away by. You realize how fucking incredible that is? Do you people experience that? I find it incredible. And,
you know who blew me away? Eckhart Tolle.
Who?
Eckhart Tolle.
Oh yeah. No, he blew me away too. Yeah.
You know, because I'm familiar with Watson and McKenna and all those guys, and then you have Eckhart Tolle.
Oh no! I went through my Eckhart Tolle phase, man. He blew me away too.
Yeah, but do you know what blew me away the most? So with all the other guys, with all of the other guys, you're there, you're present, and you're conscious of the fact that they're telling you some pretty cool ideas, and they're giving you glimpses of alternative viewpoints. Yeah, and it's like, that's interesting. And then you come across Eckhart Tolle, who's doing the same thing, but you can't help thinking, this guy just talks about his thoughts. That's what he does. He talks about his thoughts. That's what the other guys do, but you get distracted, you get pulled into the thoughts. But with Eckhart Tolle, you can't avoid thinking, this guy's just talking his thoughts out loud, isn't he? And there's that difference. I just find it hilarious.
Yeah, when I was homeless, that's when I found Eckhart Tolle and Nassim Haramein, and I mean, Nassim Haramein was homeless. Well, he was living out of his van for 10 years, so not technically homeless, but on a low level of homelessness. He was living out of his van, and then I listened to Eckhart Tolle and his life, and how he was just sitting on a park bench in New York City for fucking nearly 10 years, and or like 5, it was like 3, 5, or I think it was close to 10 years, and it's like, it's so funny because like I'm 24 years old at the time, and I'm 24 years old at the time, and then I find Eckhart Tolle, and he's just like, and then I've just adopted all of their styles. I remember going through my Eckhart Tolle phase, and I remember mimicking his laugh. I remember because his laugh is amazing. He's so very soft and quiet, and then he'll do that little, that little Eckhart Tolle laugh I'm talking about.
Oh, I totally do. Yeah.
And and it's like and that goes back to what I was saying 10 minutes ago, which started this whole rant, was finding the belly laugh. Like you'll know the truth once if you're laughing. If you laugh at what you're hearing, you know it's a good thing. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to be an imitator, a mimicker of all these other people. And so, like, that's what U.G. Krishnamurti said. He says that you cannot be an individual until you get rid of all of these people's thoughts and ideas and society and all of it, everything. Every single thing. There's like, you got, if you think that you're doing, like, this whole world, these people, they want you to do something. probably even you. I don't want to put any words in your mouth, but like people, you got to do something, Dan. Go get a job, or you got to do something to make the world a better place. What? What are you talking about? Seriously, I'm not joking around at all. What the fuck are you talking about? I have to do something to make the world a better place? Go away. Go jerk off to porn, you fucking religious lunatic. And it's funny.
You could just say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage you and push you and maybe even help you to make this place clean and tidy.
Yeah, that's really actually
that will make a better world.
It's interesting because if I was listening to Charles Manson yesterday, and he was in his interviews, he was saying that he's like, I'm in the mountains, I'm in the hills, I'm in the desert. All I want to do is I want to clean up the mountains. I want the rivers to be clean, and I want to be my children to be able to drink clean water. Man, that's what an evil guy. Holy shit! Did you hear that? Charles Manson said that he wants clean rivers and clean environment. Holy shit! What an evil person that guy is, dude. What an evil satanic man.
Lock him away. Keep him locked away. We can't have this guy talking to people in the streets. You can't have him saying, "Hey, shouldn't the government stop poisoning the water?" You can't have somebody like that in the streets. Charles, dude, can you imagine if he'd been freed and he was on YouTube saying stuff? Oh man,
he's literally he's one of the most quote unquote enlightened men of the West. Like the Eastern people have their Buddhas, we have our Mansons. But let's see here. Shite. Whatever. I'm gonna read some more. Let's see here. I want to read some more chats. Excuse me. Hey Dan, it's so sweet. Listen to me. What up? THC Anthony, what's up, dude? What's up, Mark? What's up, Daniel Riza? Elliot Hall, what's up? Daniel Smith, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this going for another half hour because I only have a little bit more water, and I'm gonna need to take a shower and go pick up some water because I need water. Let's see. When this is finished, I'll start, mate. Not long. William Reich knew it. Yep, you're damn right he did, Elliot Hall. Oh, I also noticed one of my moderators, he hid Eric Dubé's comment on my Jake Gibson Flat Earth Asshole expose video. I checked my video comments, and it said that one of my moderators hid Eric Dubé's comment because Eric Dubé commented on it. Oh, so you're saying that he said that he was going to pay you the $275 back, and when you humbly told him that you don't need to pay me back, and then he went back on what he said, deleted me, and then blocked me because apparently he's just a Jew that wants keep money to himself. That's Flat Earth Asshole I'm talking about, by the way. And oh my God, did he call Flat Earth Asshole a Jew? Well, yeah, isn't that what people do when they? Well, Jewish. If you are a Jewish person, you are a Jew. And if you steal $275 from somebody, when you say that you're going to pay him back, that's a Jewish move. So if you are a Jew and you do a Jewish move, well, you're a double Jew then. So there you go. Just to put that out there. So let's see here. Just like Nathan Thompson.
Whoa. Are you saying that he is an actual Jew and was doing Jewy things?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So he's a Jew. He's Jewish.
Well, yeah, he's a self-admitted Jew.
So I mean, like, he's a real Jew. He's not like a pretend Jew like me. Sometimes I pretend like I'm Jewish just so I can close down conversations about religion.
Well,
like
if that
his mother's Jewish.
people have told me that he's a self-admitted Jew.
Right, so he's Jewish. Okay, so what was Eric Dubay saying?
Oh, and Dubay said he's like, oh, that's interesting because the same thing happened with me. I mean, actually, I can go look at it, but because I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah, dude.
Actually,
I think it's worth it, especially if your mod blocked it. But I wanted to ask, did you get rid of this mod?
I don't. I went to the. I don't know who the fuck it was.
Right.
Didn't tell me. So I just got rid of a whole bunch of mods that I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go read what it says real quick. Actually, I'll just go Flat Earth asshole expose. What's going on? God. Yeah. Also, what's his face? Marmar Queen called out Nathan Thompson the other day for owing her money. Nathan Thompson is also a Christian flat earther. Interesting how the Jews and the Christians steal money from people.
Interesting how it's religious people that take this money.
That's exactly why I said it. And exactly why I'm holding this fucking hangout. So let's see here. Eric Dubay said this. So Eric Dubay said on my Flat Earth Asshole expose video, which has 200 views, so he claimed he would pay you $300 back that you humbly never asked for. Then he never did. That is exactly what Jaron did with the $200 I gave him for his failed laser test. I never asked for it back, but he made a big deal about giving it back to me and said he would. Yet now, over 2 years later, I haven't seen a penny. It's quite clear with all their GoFundMes, Patreons, and Super Chat donations that many Flat Earth channels are more about raking in gullible, well-meaning Flat Earth money than they are about the truth and integrity. Thanks for exposing this self-admitted asshole. Peace. You're welcome, Eric Dubay. It's my pleasure. Yeah, and somebody and I looked.
And I take it that Eric didn't know that he was also Jewish. Otherwise, it might have been a different ending to that message.
I could be wrong though, but a lot of people have told me that. So I'm gonna go read some more comments here. Oh, what's up, Rock Vibrations? We're gonna do a hangout soon. I got to do a hangout with Ace McLeod, and you can join if you want to. And I want to talk about our psychedelic experiences. And Rock Vibration wants to join the panel and listen in because she's about to do some go on a little journey herself, and she wants to, prepare herself a little bit.
She's dude, what's going on when I unmute? Even though I'm on headphones, it's causing this problem, this sounding problem. Yeah, Rock is cool. If I don't jump in on the Hangouts, I'll be listening, but I'll probably jump in. So yeah, I look forward to you doing that, whether I'm there or not,
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. What's up, Persian Scribe? What's up, Flat Enough? Yes, I got blocked for hate speech against the Christians. Now my main channel is taken down, Flat Earth Subgenius, and my Facebook is banned for a week. Let's see here. Yes, I know I'm one of the only people who talks about UG Christian Birdie. Thank you for bringing that up, Elliot. I'm one of the only. There's two, the both of us are. We have very good ideas. that talk about very specific things that other flat earthers don't talk about. Where's my Flatty Award? Oh, let's see here. Praise Bob. All flat earthers are obsessed with water. Listening the whole time, brilliant stream, despite the fact that it took getting kicked off of Shitastic Facebook and main account to reflect this strongly. Yeah, not really. It's what happens. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing anyone could do to change anything. You can't change the world. You can't even really change yourself. I think the more you actually try to change yourself, the more harm you do.
Hey Dan, sorry Dan, there's somebody in the chat called Flat Earth Bastard saying that he has Flat Earth Asshole on the phone, and that he's not a Jew, and he thinks we guys are insane with speculations. So
okay, well I can call Flat Earth Asshole up right now.
Yeah, do that. Do.
And I can say, yo, you owe me $275. Remember you said you're gonna give me that?
You could just call him and say, first, I'm on a hangout, and you're on speaker. Are you Jewish? And just see what it says. You know, just end the debate. Are you Jewish? Because people have told me that you're a self-confessed Jew or a self-admitted Jew, or that you are a Jew. You know, are you Jewish or are you not? And let him say.
And
then when he says no, I'm not Jewish, say, right, so when are you sending my fucking money back?
Isn't that strange? Weird how you're paying attention. Hey, Jake Gibson, Flat Earth Asshole. Remember when you told me when I asked you, what people you follow, and you told me you don't follow anyone because your head's so far up your own ass and your ego's so fucking massive. Remember when you told me that you don't research anything? And you don't pay attention to anyone else? Well, that's weird because you're paying attention to me now. And you're paying attention to me now. And because your little spies are listening. And I'm going to call up Jake Gibson. And Jake Dan's talking about you. He's talking about the $275 you owe him that you said you're going to pay him. And then you're going to say, you're acting like Rob Skiba now, calling Bro Sanchez a psycho. That's how fucking pathetic you are, bro. Hold on, let me check my text messages here. It's probably the Flat Earther, because I lost my wallet 4 days ago. I'm gonna check my my text messages right now, and it's probably gonna be the Flat Earther who found my wallet with my ID, my credit card, and money in it, and they're actually giving it back to me. Because that's what good, true, authentic flat earthers do. They don't steal from other flat earthers. So let me check my text real quick, you fucking noob. You fucking putrid, dreadful liar. Oh, cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's see here. Who's on the app? Oh god. Mushrooms and cannabinoid free the mind. Yes, indeed. Orphan real. Felix. If I were, I'm not gonna. Excuse me, my voice is going. Also, my voice is going because I need some water. Don't focus on the messengers. Oh God.
Hey Dan, I didn't hear the Brother Sanchez Skiba wrangle. Can you give us a breakdown of it?
Oh man, it was.
What was Sanchez saying that was making Skiba? If it was Skiba, because there could have been a sock puppet account using Skiba to smear Skiba. Who knows? Okay.
Well, I was the first one to tell Big Dread and Brother Sanchez about the infiltration of the fake Christian flat earthers weeks and weeks ago, maybe over a month ago, and then I noticed Big Dread and Brother Sanchez on their live streams started calling out the Christian flat earthers after I started to call them out. And then on Brother Sanchez's live stream, he was calling out the International Flat Earth Conference for being filled with a bunch of religious Christian flat earthers, and that's what I told them, and that's what I said, and that's what I suspected, and that's what I called. I said that these group of religious Christian fake zealots, they're infiltrating and trying to take over. You've heard me say that, and it's true. And now that Brother Sanchez was talking about it, and he was just talking on his hangout about, he was just calling out how it was, who the fuck, where these head speakers come from, the heads, these random pastors and priests.
Yes, that's a legitimate question. Who the hell are they? Who were they?
Exactly.
I've never heard of them. Why is some pastor talking at a flat earth conference? What's he's not a, like, what is this? What's going on?
Well, it's just teething. They're tithing, it's just, that's the same thing. You go to a church and then you have your basket, your long pole, and a pole with a basket at the end, and you put your basket out to the people and say, we need your money, give us your money. And so the International Flat Earth Conference, bunch of religious Christian flat earthers, and they have their basket on the rod, and they say, give us your money. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's very simple. I just want your money. So let's see here. Darren Fuchs says, love what you were saying, Dan. Well, thanks. I have a big heart.
He loves you.
I have a big heart, and I'm a good-looking fella.
Yes, he loves you.
Persian Scribe, a bunch of... Dan W says, shit, I need to cry tonight, Dan. Oh, go ahead. Digital flirting will make you go blind. That's a good quote there. Crying purifies the soul. So good to let it all go. Yeah. I don't own my sweetheart. If she moves on, if she moves on, I don't own my sweetheart. If she moves on, why complain? I'm not having a penis rule my life. It's got no intelligence. It's not psychic. The penises will fuck anything. We don't judge, Dan. Dan is the only person I know who talks about UG Krishnamurti. Most people just know JD Krishnamurti. Jordan Peterson, and that goes for my sweetheart. I love her, but I don't own her. THC Anthony's talking about his wife. All I ask to be a good mom to the children, and don't fucking lie. If you want to fuck someone else, well, go ahead, but you will choose the door on a sexual relationship. The pedestals are definitely there for all of us, and most of them need to be knocked the fuck down, Dr. Drobot says. Let's see here. Yes, UG Krishnamurti is anti-guru. Exactly, and so is Terrence McKenna. And so is Alan Watts, actually. And so is fucking Robert Anton Wilson. All of those guys are anti-gurus. Let's see here. Yeah, I used to love, for fuck's sake, I used to fucking love Muji, Wobbly Boost. Yeah, you're right. Fucking Muji blew my mind when I was going through that. Blew my mind. Muji was another one. And now I just laugh when I fucking hear Muji. Fucking fat little fucking Caribbean liar. Let's see here. Nothing surprises me anymore. Seriously, not philosophy, not human actions, nor the trends of them. Nothing comes as a surprise. Well, I actually said that yesterday, Felix, but I say that out of anger, not as a real thing. I do truly get surprised sometimes. Pikachu might be the greatest philosopher in the last 100 years. Pikachu! Pika Pika? Pika Pika! Pika Pika! Pika Pika? Pikachu? Anthony, much love. Everything. It's a blue dream. A blue dream. I remember I smoked Blue Dream when I met up with two gay men. My friend Julian, who's a very, very tall black gay man, and his boyfriend, a very short, skinny white man. And I was sitting in between both of them, watching the Blazing Saddles, a horribly racist movie, smoking Blue Dream and drinking whiskey, and god damn it, was it a good time. That shit was hilarious. He's my friend Julian he's a comedian I met when I was homeless, 2009 2010, and I'm still friends with him. And actually, I have an interesting story I'm going to tell real quick to show you how well my spider senses are, because I'm always talking about my spider sense, because Spider-Man was my favorite Marvel character and favorite fictional character growing up, and I literally thought I was Spider-Man. I tried to stick to climb walls, like literally 90-degree walls, for a lot of time, jumping off of parkour type of stuff. But get back to my spider sense point. I was a homeless comedian doing comedy in downtown Los Angeles, and I wanted to meet another comedian who like big brothered me, like taught me how to I got to hang out with him, learn the ways of the veteran comedians, so I can climb the ladders quicker than the rest of the people, and than to the newbies. That's how you learn. It's gonzo journalism basically, except it's a stand-up comedian. It's you know what I mean? Like a gonzo journalist, he goes to the story. Not only does he go to the story and so he can study it, he becomes a part of the story. So that's what I did. And so so after I meet this guy, and I'm gonna finish this fucking water real quick because I'm getting extremely dehydrated, and let me drink some water so I can get this story out straight and take a bite of this apple, get a quick little juice boost.
Dude, you're making me thirsty and hungry at the same time.
Oh, I'm totally. I haven't drinking much water, and this is my first meal of the day. It's 1:00 p.m. I honestly don't really eat much until like 6 or 7. You guys are gonna love this story. You're gonna love this fucking story. Only 20 people watching? You guys are pathetic. Fucking 20 people watching. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you all. But there should be...
Oh, sorry, Dan. Something's just hit me. This is a mapping thing, okay? So you're 8 hours behind us, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, behind you?
Yeah, if it's 1, it's 9 here, 9 p.m. here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to remember my Gleasons, but if you compare Thailand, which is 7 hours ahead of us, and you're 8 hours behind us, I think that's a problem on the Gleasons. Anyway, just thought I would say that out loud.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh baby, I gotta stretch. Hold on, I gotta stand up. You know what? I gotta stand up, take a piss. I just finished my coffee. I gotta stretch my goddamn butt, and my legs. Hold on, let me finish this apple real quick. Could you speak for a minute or two? And while I stretch, take a piss, and finish off this apple and water, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll tell people that whilst I'm speaking, although I'm not going to do any screen sharing, I'm looking at the Gleasons.
Okay.
Now let me see.
And when I get back, I'm going to tell this awesome comedian story.
Right. Cool. Yeah. There's a problem with the Gleasons. Relatively speaking, let me reorient it. Funny how it's always oriented the same way in the anyway. Gleasons. So I'm looking at the Gleasons, and I'm looking from GMT or UTC. So I'm looking from the prime meridian. Dagnabbit. Let me go back. So we have to bear in mind the Gleason's is supposed to show the time difference. It doesn't. It only shows the time difference around June. It doesn't show the time difference in the winter. The time difference in the winter between the north and the south is different to it's wrong. I'm looking at the Gleason's. Anybody who wants to follow me, I'm looking at the Gleason's from the UK, and it has Thailand in the same quadrant as San Diego, which means they should both be 8 hours difference from UK. One being 8 hours earlier and one 8 hours later. But Thailand is not 8 hours earlier. Thailand is 5 or 6. It swings back and forth. Or is it 6 and 7? Let me check. This must be riveting for you all. Listening to a guy checking something that you can't see. Just bear with me. Going to timeanddate.com. I'm going first to the time zone map, which is pretty vague. Yeah, +7. Yeah, yes, the Gleason's is wrong. Everybody, apart from the land ratio, the Gleason's is wrong in its longitude placements. We're not talking about the distortion. We're talking about the longitude placements between Thailand, the prime meridian, and California and the prime meridian. Okay, so there you go. And you have that confirmed by somebody who's been spending the last year drawing maps. So looking at all of these details, which is why I spotted when Dan said his time difference, because it's there in my head. Okay, everybody, did you hear that? The Gleason's is wrong. Thailand is not on an equivalent longitude to San Diego. There. I think I should go to Brother Sanchez with that and say, hey, bro, check this out. It's a problem. Yeah. So anybody who's listening, I'm writing a book about the flat earth, about the mapping problems, and the mapping problems are all caused by the same thing, generally speaking. I mean, we're talking modern maps. They're all based on a misconception about the sun. I won't tell you what that misconception is, because there are flat earthers out there, believe it or not, who will listen to somebody else's idea and then go on a show and proclaim it as a theory of theirs. But because it's not a theory of theirs, they can't go very deep into it. They can only say pretty much verbatim what they've heard on a hangout like this. So I'm not going to give any details. And I'm talking specifically about somebody out there. Mike Kavanagh is who I'm talking about specifically. Just anybody who's working on research, keep it close to your chest until you're ready to actually put it out there, because now that it turns out that money is an actual issue, you will see people appropriating other people's ideas. We're not talking when ideas just happen simultaneously, which does happen, okay? Ideas will pop into different consciousnesses, so different conscious minds around the same time, or even at different times, but without those two minds having communicated with each other, okay? So it doesn't mean that somebody has eavesdropped and is repeating somebody else's idea. Two people can have the same idea simultaneously.
Yeah, that's happened a lot through history.
Yes, absolutely. But when you have a series of ideas that you hear somebody else mirroring after you've spoken about them. You think, oh, okay, wait a second. Not only am I hearing my ideas being spoken about as, well, ideas that occurred to me, they're not my ideas, they are ideas that occurred to my consciousness, okay? I'm hearing ideas that occurred to my consciousness being spoken about as if they're somebody else's theory, and I'm hearing other people's ideas that I heard firsthand also being spoken about by the same person, being addressed as their theories. Now, the only time that I would say that this is something that's occurred to me, or that this is a theory of mine, is when I'm addressing this, the fact that theories can pop into other people's consciousnesses. Otherwise, I would just describe the theory. I would not give any kind of label or caveat that this is my theory. Okay, so when you hear someone talking theories but continuously referring to them as their theories, it makes a little flag go up in my conscious mind. It makes it go, hello, why does this person continuously say that these are their theories? I've heard theories from Bob, Jaron, a bunch of people, but I've never heard them saying this is a theory of mine, or this is my theory. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people say, I think maybe this and this and this. That's fine. That's just how we communicate. But when somebody says, I have this theory that blah, 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 they say, okay, that's fine. That's also a way of communicating. But when you hear somebody saying, I have a theory that blah, blah, blah. Now, this theory of mine says blah, blah, blah. It's like, wait a second. I think I'm hearing a lot of ownership of those ideas, which sound eerily like what I spoke about around a year ago, you know?
Yeah.
A year and a half ago. You know, I mean, fucking Flat Earth Asshole did exactly. You could show this right now. Flat Earth Asshole made a video about the blue marble not having enough space on it to contain the other continents. And he made that video almost exactly a year after I'd made the original video describing exactly that. And he used the same examples. He compared it with time and date. He compared it with the location of the moon. It was all to do with, obviously, Apollo, the Apollo missions, and the blue marble, 1972. So pull time and date, set it to the appropriate date, show how Moscow, and he showed the same cities, the same, basically, it was the same thing. Now, either that is just one of those bizarre coincidences, or he watched it.
It's not a coincidence, Anthony or Antonio. We know, because the same thing. I've done the same thing myself. Actually, I was one of the first people.
Sorry. I'm causing. Let me mute.
First people to give that like, what's his face? Rob Skiba gave the. I mean, if Rob Skiba thinks it was his idea, or D Marble thinks it was his idea to put a spirit level on a plane, like, yeah, I said that too, live on Hangouts. I even said that I was gonna do it. And I told everyone else, go bring when you go on a plane, buy a level, buy a spirit level. I've said that live on Hangout, and years and years ago, well over 2 years ago, I told everyone, actually, friggin' almost 4 years ago, way before that, actually, but I have it. It's all on record. I told everyone I'm going to call out all these people. I'm going to call out Russell Brand, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Jim Carrey. I went down the fucking list, and I told everybody else to do the same thing. Lo and behold, what is Flat Earth Asshole about? What is the main thing? Oh, it's Versus. There's so many channels that got their ideas off. Well, that was I started my channel because other people inspired me to start my own channel. So I give them credit, because I'm like, dude, there's a whole bunch of no-name, nobody people that are inspiring me to make my own content, my own videos. So that's why opened my YouTube account and or created my YouTube account and made my first video saying in late 2013, saying that I'm going to start making a lot more videos. And my very first video is on a mountain with a flat view in front of me, and I told everybody to call these people out. Call these people out. I could Issa Mahal, Cathexis, IPS, Flat Earth Asshole. They're all clones of my channel. Just like I'm a clone of now. Do you think that I was well, I'll just say it, Math Powerland. Do you think that Math Powerland was the person that inspired me to do comedy? No, no. I've been doing comedy since 2009. I've been in the same room as Marlon Wayans and Garrett Morris, and literally you can see me embraced with Russell Brand in my picture. I meet these people. I talk with these people. I brush fingers with these people. They say don't ever meet your heroes. I like to meet them. I like to see what they're about. So when I saw Math Powerland on stage, smoking a fucking cigarette with a fucking projector screen behind him with the fucking blue marble, and he said, "Have you ever seen Earth from this point of view?" No, you haven't. How the fuck would you know? How the fuck would you know? Again, remember, my mind was blown. Okay? So it's just a combination now. I've taken all of everything in my life, and I already was motivated to. I have no fucking motivations to be George Carlin or Richard Pryor anymore. That's dead and gone. That's nothing. That'll never happen. And I have no aspirations or intent to do that or go that route. But, and I'm going to call everyone out. That's why I'm going to be the anti-comedian. I'm an anti-comedian now. That's what I'll do. I don't even want to shake the cage too much because it drives the fucking demons crazy. So I'll just sit back and I'm gonna throw grapes and bananas out to people. Throw some blunts and some joints. I'm gonna throw some laughs, some hoots and hollers, some balls and some biscuits. So let's try to relax. What I'm trying to say to you is I've been on this journey, on this path a long time before the fucking flat earth came to the fucking mix. The flat earth is just fell into my lap because, well, when you're searching for the truth, you come to a point where you go, oh shit, they're lying about the shape of the earth too. Oh, all of physics and all these people that people put on pedestals like Einstein and Kepler and Copernicus and goddamn Newton. Oh, I was already making fun of Einstein and Stephen Hawking in 2009. So I have proof of these things, and I have empirical evidence that I was making fun of Hawking and Einstein and already questioning gravity, and I already knew NASA was bullshit then. So if I knew it was all bullshit then, years went on, and suddenly I was questioning the heliocentric model and cosmology and cosmogony in general, trying to figure out what. And then people like my mom's friends and my dad's friends, and even my friends, they started to make fun of me. You're trying to figure out the cosmos and the secrets of the universe, Dan. Good luck with that, stupid asshole. What a waste of time. What a crazy Satanist that guy is. Trying to figure out the heliocentric model, compare it to the geocentric model. It's just so fuck. And then all of a sudden, oh, it clicks. It just falls into place like a Charlie Chaplin movie when he's in the wrenches, when he's flowing with the wrenches and going, you know what I mean? With the axles and the in between it and getting shoved in between, and oh, and then you and I are one of the first people to come into this. and along with Dubay, Powerland, and that NASA documentary, or that NASA expose documentary. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon. Those were the most important. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon. That shit, I'm like, oh, it's all bullshit. Okay.
I don't. Can you understand? I can't understand how Sibrel is not a flat earther. I don't get it. I don't understand how the guy who made the documentary, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. How is he not a flat earther? How has he not figured it out?
Because they stay stuck on that. That's a step on the, what's it called, on the staircase of disbelief. Yeah. Obviously the moon landings are fake and NASA's a joke, but the Earth being flat, you're an idiot, you stupid idiot. But they definitely fake the moon landings. Yeah, definitely. So they just can't make the leap. Oh, and here's another thing. Speaking of quantum leaps, so I was talking with that Lewis Hackett guy, and I'm like, and I go, dude, so you just admitted that you're a God believer now, but you're still a globehead. So 1 month ago, for years, you were a globehead atheist, and now within a span of a month, you just admitted that you believe in a creator, a God. So now you're a globehead God believer. So you went from a quantum leap of believing in nothing and there's no creator, still, but they're unconscious. They don't even realize that they live on a ball. They don't think about that. So that's why they can't admit it. And then they go, well, yeah, there is a creator now. It's obviously the Earth's a ball, but there is a God. Shit, I forgot my point. The point is, the quantum leap. So within 1 month, you went from being an atheist to a God believer. Complete opposites. But you can't. So there's never in your mind a chance that you'll go from a globe believer to a flat Earth believer. You just went from believing in nothing, an atheist, to being a God believer. That's a quantum leap, you fucking idiot. But you don't think that you'll ever go from being a globe believer to a flat Earth believer, which is another quantum. You're just a stupid idiot. How do you not correlate that together? It's the same fucking thing. God damn it, you stupid cognitive dissonance unconscious zombie. Just totally brain dead. Dead man walking. Let's see here.
And we have you just said Dead Men Walking. We have The Walking Dead, that TV show. I've never watched it, never seen a single episode, but we have The Walking Dead. You have these zombies, people who used to be humans and now they're not, now they're dead, and there's the living people, and obviously it's easy to spot the dead ones because they're dead, you know. And this makes people have this illusion that things that should be noticed are easy to spot, like narcissists or bullshit religious people. You know, that they're going to be easy to spot. It's like, no, they're not going to be so easy to spot. Some of them, you won't know that they're a religious person for a while, some of them. And then you learn, you find out, you go, oh my God, you really believe in the corpse God thing? You know, it gives people this false illusion. I've just written a comment in response to somebody in the chat that narcissism, Daniel Smith wrote, narcissism is killing the world. And my response is narcissism, what we're seeing right now, that's the natural result of the politically correct mentality. You see, when you've got people like Stalin, an obvious narcissist, okay, those around him treated him like we all, or people out there, treat everybody else with this undue respect, this kind of vague, mild fear of saying the wrong thing. That's why I like to say retard when somebody is that level of stupid, that they are equivalent to a mentally retarded person who has that level of stupid. Yeah. You know, because right now, dude, it's going to be, this is important. They're telling us we can't say retard, politically correct, okay? This means soon they will move to telling us we can't say stupid, which means you can't say to somebody, that's a stupid thing to do. Just like you can't say, that's a retard thing to do. That's what they're trying to get to, so that we don't have the facility. We lose the language and the ability to call shit out. That's what they're trying to get to. Because at that point, look, when we lose the ability to distinguish right and wrong and describe and call out wrong, how soon, from the point that that's the reality we live in, how soon do you think it would be when people don't know whether or not it's right to fuck children? You know, it's a serious fucking thing. And it's done incrementally. So fuck, you know, being political correct and not saying things in case it hurts somebody's feelings. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I say retard probably like once every 2 weeks, and but that's only because my dad put a program in me where he told me not to say retard. But when I talk to my dad, I'll say it to him. Like, it's just when I really am pissed off, I'm like, they're fucking retarded. Dan, don't say that. Don't say that. Dad, I don't mean it in the way. Yeah, I know, but just don't. Yeah, go fuck off. You know, like, no, trust me, I understand.
Yeah, but wait a second. Let's say there was somebody who was mentally retarded, okay, and they kept opening and shutting a window. Right, there you go. Just a quick scenario. It's just opening and closing a fucking window because it's retarded, right? Then if you said, dude, can you stop that retarded person doing that retarded thing? Say, oh, you can't say that. Yes, you fucking can. You just did. Can you fucking stop them? Because I'm not going to, because otherwise that might be assault. Get the fucking mother or father or brother or carer or somebody else to stop that person opening and shutting the fucking window.
Well, you know? I've been a teacher, a teacher's aide, and a tutor. I mean, I'm a teacher's aide for regular kids, but for I've had a lot of one-on-one time, like being the one-on-one mentor of very fucked up children, like Tourette's syndrome, violence, retardation. So like I've worked. I mean, I've showered kids that can't, move. You know, they're in a fucking walker because they can't. Their legs are fucking useless. And,
yeah, we've done the same thing. I've done it with adults. I've looked after adolescents too, but personal care was with the adults that I worked with. So I worked with the disabled.
This dude's 18 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked with the retarded. I worked with the retarded, and I worked with the mental health sufferers. Entirely different groups of people, entirely. But to label them or to refer to them as if they were the same group, just general disability, it's like, that's fucking wrong. That's completely wrong. What the fuck are you doing? Labeling these two entirely different groups as if they suffered the same problem. They don't suffer the same problem. They have incredibly different problems. And if you address them under one label, then you're not going to address any of the individual solutions that are required for these people to have a fucking better life. You know? Say, what the fuck? That's retarded. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm just reading through some almost at the end of the comments here. Got about 20 people watching. Antonio is one of my favorite assholes. Let's see. Love you. I love you, Antonio. Heartline Realm says, okay, I'm finally caught up on the comments. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Oh, so Lindsay Palmer just shared a Jordan Peterson lecture, Campus Indoctrination, the That's going to be probably a good one. I have so many videos to watch. I got rid of almost a half a dozen, maybe even half a dozen videos yesterday. It was a lot. So I have this one running. I'm enjoying talking with Antonio to you guys. Did some fantasy football last night. I found my wallet. I got to get my wallet back. And it's such a shame. I have so many like people to make videos for. I gotta reach out to Jim Carrey. I gotta reach out to Teal Swan. I have to find the Bill Donahue response and then make a part 2 Bill Donahue response. There's just so much. It's just there's so much. I'd rather just do nothing and let it just fuck. Like, it's just, what can you do? What can you do?
Sleep well, that's a good option. you know, carry on, just carry on. Wobbly Bruce just wrote something that just makes so much sense. You know, just carry on growing and learning, because when you don't, then you know you're not living. It's like, yeah, well, you are living, strictly speaking, you're living, but you're not growing and learning, obviously, because that's what you stopped doing. And stopped means retard, to slow down, to stop. So when you do that, then you're becoming retarded. You're slowing down your experience, your life, basically. Listen, dude, I'm going to drop because I need some food. You've made me hungry and thirsty. So I'm going to drop before you go, because, you know, that old saying, always leave them wanting more. So
he just peaced out. Yeah, thanks, Antonio. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna shut this down in like 5-10 minutes and do the same exact thing that he's doing. I'm gonna take a quick shower, go to the store, pick up some grub, and pick up some water. And I'll actually probably go live later. I'll go live later, and I'll probably pick up some alcohol and or some liquor, some spirit, and I'll go live later on a fucking live stream watching the Lakers game. Let's see here. I'm gonna give the link out. I was gonna give the link out, but I don't feel like getting sniped. Normally I can, you know. Let's see here. Get some sleep in. Yeah, I know I'm pretty freaking tired. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna read a quick thing from this. No, basketball Wobbly Blues. Let's play a game. This game is called Myst. Okay, it's a prayer game. Well, don't be worried now. I know this is called I'm banned from my main channel and Facebook for calling out the Christian flat earthers, but we're gonna play a prayer game in honor to the fake Christian flat earthers. So here's a little prayer game. So today's prayer game can be done anytime and as often as you wish. The only caution is that you should be aware that your ego may react with sadness to the first step, even though the interpretation on which that rests is completely inaccurate. If you should notice this reaction, then it will probably give you a fuller, happier, more accurate sense of the game to include all 3 steps each time you play. The world you see can be compared to a mist rising in front of a vast and magnificent scene of beauty. While watching the mist, one is likely to imagine that he sees shapes of all kinds, moving bodies, plants, buildings, and whole sequences of events. Yet what he sees is really no more than a random swirl of the mist itself. However, the beauty behind the mist can still be dimly seen. At first, it will appear to shine from out of the very mist figures themselves. It should therefore be remembered that two things are always being seen: the mist and the beauty. Yet they are entirely separate, even though they appear to combine within the same form, mist and the beauty. This prayer game will allow the mist to clear a little so that you may see the source of the beauty more clearly. You are like a sleeping child being held in its parents' arms. You are still misty with sleep, but even now, you are beginning to feel the arms of love that encircle you. Step 1. Step 1. Take note of everything you are aware of. Notice all your sensations: the pressure of the chair against your body, the feel of your clothes. Become aware of the various objects around you. Notice sounds and smells. Take note of any memories or anticipations, thoughts of any type. Exclude nothing at all. Then think first along the following lines. All of this will be forgotten. This chair is exactly like that sound. It will be forgotten. The sensation of this cloth is in no way different from the light reflecting off that glass. It will be forgotten. The scene I just remembered is like that body. It will be forgotten. Each thing I am aware of now, in time, will be forgotten, and none of it will ever be remembered again. That was step 1. Step 2. Now follow with this thought. Everything I see holds limitless value. Everything I see holds limitless value. That plant is the same as that power line. The value it contains is without end. This feeling of warmth is like that sky. Its worth cannot be measured. This sound of breathing does not differ from this image of expectation. It holds unlimited beauty. The worth in each sensation, each idea, every emotion is immeasurable. Now follow through with this thought. Everything I see holds limitless value. Everything has limitless value. Each sensation, each idea, every emotion is immeasurable. Step 3. Even though the exact words are not important, please finish with this idea, because it is a full acknowledgement of the beauty just in the back of the mist, and that beauty is your home and yourself. I am in an ocean of beauty. I am in an ocean of beauty. I am in a sea of God. That's very ironic. I hear nothing but a song of love. I see nothing but limitless splendor, and all I feel is eternal peace. Fair enough. I can dig that. All right, dude. Goodbye, Antonio. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate that. Woo! All right. Anyone have any questions before I close this off? I might go live later if I have a voice. I might go live later during the Los Angeles Lakers game and live stream that. But does anyone have any questions for me before I shut this stream down? I appreciate you guys. Yeah, thanks. Like and share and subscribe. Check out all my other videos on my main channel. I don't know when my main channel, Flat Earth Subgenius, is going to be reactivated. I'm banned off of Facebook for a week, and my main channel, Flat Earth Subgenius, is taken down. But I will. I can't go live on my main channel, but I will continue to upload videos on my main channel, Flat Earth Subgenius. I will continue to upload videos on that, and I will continue to do live hangouts on this, my backup channel. Let's see here. I'm gonna go cry so I don't get a tumor. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, I mean, yeah, dude, I was freaking out last week. I had a giant freaking like egg-sized bump on the back of my head the other day for like a week, and I thought I was getting like a Terrence McKenna fucking tumor, but it's gone now. It went away. I must have hit my head on or something. I don't know. Oh, who's my favorite English comedian? Oh, well, definitely my favorite English comedian is probably Steve Hughes. Madame Medusa. I don't know if you know who Steve Hughes is, but he's a incredible English comedian. Really enjoy him. No, who else? Oh, good night, Antonio. Go watch a Jordan Peterson lecture. Where do butterflies go when it rains? It's a good fucking question. They actually probably hide under trees and plants and bushes and shit. Because I've seen butterflies fly around in the rain. It doesn't. It affects them, but they can still fly around. But if there's huge raindrops, yeah, they're fucked. So those butterflies are gonna have to go hide in some trees, so they don't get murdered. Let's see here. My first car was a 1987 Celebrity. Wait. Was it a 1987 Celebrity or was it a 1985 Celebrity? Because I was born in 1985. So my first car was when I was like 18 years old. It was a 1987 Celebrity. She was a beauty. Whoa! Was it this? No, I think no. My first car was like a 90. Was it the Taurus? No, I got the Taurus after the Celebrity. Yeah, I had the Celebrity first, and then I got, and then I had like a fucking was it like a 92 or 93 Taurus, and then I had like a 2000 or a 99 Mustang. That was a nice one. And then I had a SUV recently that my dad gave away to charity for free. Let's see here. No, well, not my mother's maiden name. Shut up, CTS. My date of birth. You can go look up my date of birth. It's on my Facebook. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to tell you, but you can go look it up. See you later, THC. Thanks for hanging around, everybody. See you later, Wobbly Boost. Good times for all. Mark. Moon. Good times. Darren. Madame Medusa. Paul Foot. I want to check out some Paul Foot. He is awesome, Steve Hughes. Oh, he's Australian. Yeah, you're right. Madame Medusa. Yeah, you're right. He is Australian. My bad. English comedian. Aidan Killian. Is Aidan Killian English? He might be American, actually. Do you know who Aidan Killian is? Billy Connolly. He's a good. Actually, he's from Ireland, I think. But that's kind of English. Just made myself cry. Oh, you gotta cry, dude. I'd give you a hug and a pat on the back, bro. I'd give you a nice fucking pat on the back. That's all right. Let it all out. Have a good cry. Yep. Come on. Let it all out. That's right. All right, that's enough. Peace out, Mark, CTS, Wobbly Boost, Dan W. Steve Hughes is South African and Australian, huh? Damn. And Connolly is Scottish. I'm fucking wrong about everything. I'm just screwing up all of it. Tell me to give you an English comedian. I give you a friggin' I give you an Australian comedian, and then he's from South Africa. I give you a. I try to think of another English comedian. I think of Billy Connolly, and he's fucking Scottish. And I think, I get the Irish and the Scottish confused. I get the goddamn English and the Australian confused. Jimmy Carr is all right. Wobbly Boost is gonna make a hangout. All right, man. Well, freaking. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Really appreciate it. Had a good time. Got a lot of things off my chest. And yeah, flat Earth, baby. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have the night and day that you deserve. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Bye.